What's up, homies? How you guys doing? It's Kevin over 6 here to get another video. And I've been uploading a video ever since Saturday when I did a action figure and bagging, etc. But I haven't done a video in quite some time. And I was supposed to do a couple other videos, Royal Rumble 2005 review, but that obviously didn't happen. WrestleMania 17 review was supposed to do that. That's gonna happen, of course, because I want to review it, and it's part of the 2001 DVD review series, because I didn't do one for No Way Out because it didn't have a DVD. But I'm going to be doing that, but I've been feeling under the weather kind of lately, so if you see me doing that kind of stuff, I know it's pretty gross to some people, but, it's due to natural causes, because it's cold outside, and it's kind of hard to sit through, when you're standing out, in the carpool line, waiting for your ride, and it's raining, and it's really cold. It's pretty bad. But other school news, basketball is over, and speaking and everything that's pertaining to, school and my schedule, WrestleMania 17 will be uploaded this week. So there's an early release tomorrow where, you get out of school earlier and stuff like that. So basically, I'm going to be trying to upload that video tomorrow, so you might get 2 back-to-back videos, and then you might get a video on the weekends or Friday, I'm not sure. But whatever. I've been pretty busy lately, and I didn't feel good to do a review and write everything down and watch the show again, make sure it's fresh in my brain, I can repeat the spots. Not that that's a bad thing, because I'd love to watch WrestleMania 17 all day and every day for the rest of my life. But anyway, guys, we're going to talk about this topic between CM Punk and his departure and his hiatus from the WWE. Is it a work? Is it a shoot? I'm going to get to a lot of subjects. I'm going to touch on a lot of things. So, let's go ahead and get onto it. I really didn't want to do this video. I didn't really want to talk about the CM Punk situation because I knew a lot of people, you've probably seen the same video with the same details about 20 times. Maybe with different people, maybe with different scenarios and the way the different people present it. It's completely up to them, but, it's the same thing. I didn't want to do this video, but it's kind of gotten my attention, because I was pretty disappointed with last night's Raw, and it kind of got me thinking, we need CM Punk to help the show flow. We need CM Punk, to be honest. We need CM Punk. As much as they don't want to admit it, and as much as they think that they can build their own stars, and, they don't need the independence, they want to build you from the ground up, as much as they really want you to believe that, they need CM Punk, and they need these guys like Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, the guys from The Shield like Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose that were on the independent circuit, not so much as Roman Reigns, but, other guys and stuff like that, made a living on the independent circuit and got noticed a lot. So, the show needs CM Punk to me. But on the Raw show of January 27th, CM Punk took his ball and went home. He came in Mr. McMahon. I wasn't there. I wasn't a fly on the wall as it happened. But he told him he was going home. And he told him he was going home and everything like that. And while that happened, that basically leaves Mr. McMahon and everybody else on the creative team like, why are you going home? Why now? Right before the biggest freaking show in the business. WrestleMania. WrestleMania 30 to be exact. And especially because I'm going, so why did he have to walk out on me? But why did he walk out? That's what I want to know. But the reasons why that are given, he walked out because, one, he didn't like the direction of his character, direction of the company with all the current storylines and everything like that, and they're pushing past stars that haven't done a single thing for 4 years, hint, hint, Batista, that comes back and simply wins the Royal Rumble, or wins a big pay-per-view match, gets handed everything on a silver platter, gets a lot of big paychecks, and then they get to be headlining a lot of pay-per-views. Unlike the guys that have been working and gravitating for success for the whole year of doing media, traveling, everything, and demanding schedule that they have every single day. They have all of that, and they do all of that. And then you have guys like Brock Lesnar, The Rock, and you have Batista that don't really come to one single Raw unless it's convenient for them, or unless they're building up to a SummerSlam or a Royal Rumble or a I should have said Survivor Series, but then again, Survivor Series is nothing more than a regular pay-per-view nowadays, or a WrestleMania or another show. But CM Punk and other guys are working almost every single day of the year, traveling all around the country about 2 times, and yet they still don't get the proper placement on the card, and yet they're still not getting pushed, and yet they're still not getting the recognition they deserve from being who they are. Daniel Bryan, WWE, you can cheer as loud as you want for Daniel Bryan. You can yes and yes and yes. But you know what that does? That's not changing one thing at all. That's not changing anything from the perspective of the company that WWE has. It's not going to make them any different. They're going to do the way WWE wants to, the WWE way. And I know I've stole that from the Schleg Daddy, but it just goes truth with the saying. WWE's going to do the way they want it to do. It's not right for Daniel Bryan to be pushed at this point. It's for Batista's time. It's for Randy Orton's time. It's for this Fruity Pebble John Cena's time. It's for these guys' time. These guys, it's their main event shot. This is their time. This is WrestleMania 30. That's what they want you to do. They don't want you to cheer for CM Punk. They don't want you to cheer for Daniel Bryan. They don't want you to cheer for the bad guys. They don't want you to say anything bad about their company and their product, or unless they're going to do something to pay you back and basically slap you in your face. And that's exactly what CM Punk did. I'm kind of pissed off that he did leave, and he left in the manner that he did, like Austin. And Austin didn't want to put over Brock Lesnar in a King of the Ring qualifying match because they had no build on Raw, and they could have made some money off of it. But no, that's not the way CM Punk did. I gave you the 3 reasons why. But now, everybody's saying, is this a work or is this a shoot? I think it's half shoot and half work, or, half shoot reality and half shoot, literally, I think CM Punk is doing this because he's burnt out. 1, he's injured as well. And then all of those other 3 reasons. So that's 5 reasons why he's gone. But the other reality is, why would CM Punk breach his contract if his contract expires in July? That is held in payback. That is payback for, in Chicago once again. Why is he quitting now? Because I know CM Punk has saved a lot of money. I know CM Punk has earned a lot of cash, and he's earned a lot of money over the course of being on the road for 10 years in WWE. Once 2005 starts rolling around and 2015 comes, if he's even there. But CM Punk's been working shows since 98, independent promotions, but he's been in WWE for 2005. So you know that this guy is, he's pretty good. He's not dying. He's not like a Scott Hall. He's not like any of these old wrestlers like the Iron Sheik, or that don't have any single amount of cash. I don't understand why he couldn't have held out. I don't know why he couldn't have held out for the rest of the time that, he could have stayed for, July or the June pay-per-views for Payback and stuff. Maybe have 3 classic, or maybe have 3 really good matches and then go off all good in the sunset and nothing would be bad. But now, because he leaves, he could possibly owe money and everything like that. And that's at the same time of pissing all the WWE locker room boys in the back off, pissing us wrestling fans off. And that's what he did. He lost trust as well in the locker room with guys like Triple H, like guys like Mr. McMahon. They won't trust CM Punk no more after the stunt that he just pulled, if this is real. They will not push him at all. They're not going to put him in the main event of WrestleMania. That's what he wanted to do, and that's what his last goal was before leaving WWE, this would be his final year. This is what they wanted to do. This is what CM Punk wanted to do. But that was not supposed to be what WWE wanted. That's what WWE wanted him to face Triple H. But since this stunt, this made Triple H lose respect for Punk. This made a lot of other people lose respect for Punk for the things that he did. Now, not relate, but I can see where this guy is coming from. I'm not totally mad at him, but I'd love to see him back before Mania, before, after Elimination Chamber, and come back and at least face Triple H. This guy's only got a couple more months left on his contract. I know I really wouldn't. I'm on the fence of him seeing Triple H, but I think it would be a pretty good match, to be honest with you. I know Triple H is famous for burying people, but come on, I think this would be a really good match. I think this is something that we want to see. Well, not really want to see, but I think everybody wants to see Daniel Bryan versus CM Punk. But I think this would be a pretty good match. If they booked CM Punk right, if CM Punk didn't pull this stuff, then I think everything would have been okay. There's a lot of different complex things. We could sit here and talk about for 30 minutes, and I really don't have the time to do so. But I don't know. It's just it's a quite interesting story, but WWE doesn't want it to be the CM Punk way. CM Punk wants it to be the CM Punk way, and because of this, we're gonna see Daniel Bryan versus Triple H. As we all saw in Raw, due to the fact that Kane chokeslammed Daniel Bryan. And Daniel Bryan had to be CM Punk's substitute, so thanks, CM Punk. As much as he says he wants Daniel Bryan to be in the main event of WrestleMania, at the same time, he just ruined every single storyline, mixed up the whole booking show of WrestleMania, while holding out on everybody holding out that everybody in the back and holding out on us wrestling fans. Now, I know us wrestling fans, being me, don't count for a big percentage of what CM Punk wants to do. But it's kind of disappointing. And what's also disappointing is that when you try to show freedom of speech, it gets taken away from you. That's one of our constitutional rights, is freedom of speech. In public assembly, which would be, in WWE arenas, which would be in different, places. But no, signs are confiscated. We're not allowed to chant CM Punk at arenas. We're not allowed to hijack the main events and not show our opinions. Like, if we say one bad thing about, WWE, and we'll say one bad thing about their pay-per-view or whatever, it gets everything going out of hand. So, yeah, that's one thing I'm mad at WWE about, what they're doing with the whole CM Punk. If this is this is a fantastic work. They have us talking. They have us interested. But the things that they've done is kind of, it's kind of stupid. They removed him from the WWE app. They've moved him from the signature that begins at the start of the show with the then, now, forever. But they still sell his merchandise. So that's pretty strange and interesting. But maybe, again, as Anything Goes show says, maybe cooler heads will prevail. I hope so. I want to see CM Punk back. It's going to be really sad if he's not at WrestleMania 30, because I really believe this will be the last WrestleMania for CM Punk. But maybe it's a wake up call for WWE. Maybe this WrestleMania, maybe all this changes WWE's direction. But as a viewer and as a fan and as a person that's attending WrestleMania 30, really makes me want to see CM Punk. But whatever. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. CodeBreaker146 here. I want to let you know thank you for watching and all that kind of good jazz like Kenny G. Anyway, deuces.